with Lasley. What is safe banking? Why do cannabis companies care so much if it gets passed? Safe and Regulated Banking, or the Safe Banking Act, is a piece of legislation that was initially introduced by Colorado Representative Ed Perlmutter all the way back in 2013. It's been defeated every time it's come up for vote, sometimes not even making it to the bill, like the most recent instance where it failed to make it into the Defense Authorization Act. Essentially what safe banking says is that it gives banks an all clear to operate in the cannabis space. Since cannabis is a Schedule I drug, federally regulated banking institutions are not allowed to participate in the cannabis space. And so what's happened is we've built this really cash-heavy system with a lot of security flaws, with these cashless ATM systems in order to transfer cards and be able to do those processes, but still not truly be able to tap into that system. And so what safe banking does is it gives you an all clear. Now, proponents of the bill say that it's going to make their retail operations safer, turn cannabis businesses into legitimate businesses. They can take debit cards, they can take credit cards, and I 100% stand behind that idea. As somebody who's worked in a dispensary, let me tell you that it can be a pain in the ass to take those kind of transactions. But what's really happening behind the scenes is that these companies are hoping to tap into a huge pool of institutional investor capital. Banks are not allowed to invest in the cannabis space. And so there's this giant untapped pool of investment funding that these huge companies really are dying to tap into. And all they're waiting for is the federal go-ahead. That's really what's happening with safe banking. Whether or not it's going to pass, who knows? It might be years before safe banking passes. There's a progressive wing that is against the idea simply because they want to see a more comprehensive legislation. And then, of course, there is a right wing that's against the idea simply because they don't like the way that federal cannabis is being treated in the states in this gray area that we all live in. Overall, I don't think safe banking really matters. It's not federal legalization, and it really is just a giant money play for big companies. It might help float some smaller companies for a little bit, but when the big players come in with the big institutional capital, they automatically move towards these giant conglomerates. Sorry for the bummer. I'm gonna go smoke to help it out.